My name is Rochelle Crump. I am the president and founder of the National Women Veterans United. And tonight we're talking about National Women Veterans United issues and women veterans. This is Women's History Month. So we're elated to be here tonight and to also talk about those issues about the women veterans. Now, as you know, March is a very busy month for women because there are all types of events going on. I know for the National Women Veterans United, we were going to have a Women's History Month peer support movie discussion. And the name of that movie is Serve Like a Girl. That event is on this Saturday, on March the 23rd. We have two sessions. One is at 10:30 a.m. and the other one starts at 2:30 p.m. So we want to invite you out, and I'm going to show you the information so that you can actually write it down and get the information off of it. And while we're doing that, remember, you can call in. We don't have very long tonight, but you can call in at 312-738-1060. And so we're having the peer support movie discussion, two sessions, Serve Like a Girl, Saturday, March 23rd at 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. and then again at 2:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. It will be held at the Women Veterans Center, the Illinois Community Military Women Veterans Center, the only women veterans center in the state of Illinois. And that location is at 7907 South Racine in Chicago. And you can RSVP to us at nwvu.org@gmail.com, and you can also give us a call at 872-731-2150. 872-731-2150. And we're going to have some prizes, free prizes at that, raffles. Everyone likes raffles. And then also we're going to have a brunch. So please feel free to join us. But we would like for you to RSVP. This is for women veterans. And also they can bring a guest, another woman veteran. Now, a lot of things that the NWVU have been doing is just recently we went to Washington, D.C. to join in with a group called the Women Veterans Rock. That organization is civilian as well as veterans and military as well. And what it is a policy driven. And so what they do is create policies pretty much that helping military families as well as women veterans. And we were elated to have a couple of women congresswomen to stop by the event. We were at the Dirksen building, and so we got an opportunity to go and see some legislators as well as a few that were kind enough to stop by. And so we were able also to get out to them about H.R. 96. H.R. 96 is about the dental care, an amendment to Title 38 Veterans Benefits so that all veterans can receive dental care as a comprehensive package, just as if you were a civilian, as I have been as well, working and have insurance, health care insurance. But what makes it comprehensive is that it covers dental, vision, as well as the healthcare perspective, physical. And so, you know, it's not finished when we don't have access to dental care or we don't have access to vision. So, you know, those are things that we have to let our legislators know, that their insurance actually covers all of those things that are well-being for our bodies. And so, you know, H.R. 96 is speaking to that. There's probably about 35, I think, co-sponsors for that bill, but please check to see if in fact your congressperson is in fact a co-sponsor, and if they're not, ask them to support that, because it is important to veterans, and that's why it is a bill, because we'd like to have it and make sure that, you know, veterans who are suffering from homelessness, and even though they can go to the VA and get it, they have to be actually in a VA program, I believe, to get that health care while they are homeless and getting services from the VA. Now, of course, if you're service related and then there's some dental care that you need, or if you were in the service and they started the dental care and you haven't been out 90 days yet, you still have the 90 days period. I think it went up to maybe 120 days, not sure, but it's not long enough when you say dental care, because some things take longer than that, obviously. And so we want to just make sure that we're covered with dental care across the nation. Now, this is a national bill that we're pushing. And the National Women Veterans United is related to basically have taken over or overseeing now Veteran Smiles. And that actually was founded by a civilian woman who is down in Montgomery, Illinois. Her brother was in the military. He didn't have dental care and he really needed it, because he had PTSD. He, didn't have the percentage in which he could get the free dental care, and she was advocating for him over and over at different places, and it didn't happen. So she decided to create the Veteran Smiles. And with the assistance of some others, they actually started fundraising for it. She's very good at her advocacy. She started talking to dentists, and they bought into it, and then they reduced the prices for the dental care, taking all the teeth out and giving them that smile back with dentures and professional services in which they needed in order to appropriately chew their food, digest it, and just a well-being part of ensuring that no veteran is left without teeth to properly eat. It causes all types of problems, and we're going to talk more about that at another time. I'm going to actually have her come on and talk about the bill, or she'll call in and give some more details of how you can register. But nonetheless, we're very happy that we have adopted that program, and we'll be meeting on April the 6th to further the conversation and to just go over those things before we have a grand media bliss about it. So look forward to that. And then also, with the peer-to-peer support, it's necessary, because a lot of times what happens is that a lot of women come out of service, as you know, and men as well, but we're talking about women. They come out of service, they don't have the right connections, they don't know how to navigate through the system, and that's pretty much what the National Women Veterans United does. And then we want to make sure that, after some time, what happens is that you get frustrated, you give up, you don't find a job right away, and it's just a lot of things that goes on with that. You may have had some physical or even mental trouble when you were in service, and so we have to make sure that they get to the right source and get the right services. And so along with just the peer-to-peer support, we do creative therapy, we actually do art, as well as we have crafts, and thanks to Help Veterans Heal, we get crafts quarterly in Hyros, and we are able to let veterans have those crafts so that they could basically, find time to just kind of, settle down and do something for themselves. There's some great crafts that they have, clocks, belts, wallets, all types of things. Now they had a bird cage and a wagon. I mean, just some great things just to kind of occupy your mind and put you in a frame where you can just relax, that's therapeutic, and so we do that at the center. And then we also have Right Now services, and the Right Now services are related to emergency services. So we do try to help every woman veteran that comes to us, and if we can't help them, then what we do is we have others who can. Want to give a shout out to the Allen Lynch Foundation, and Al just recently wrote a book. He's a Congressional Medal recipient, and he has a book out now. Look it up. We want to support those who are in our state as well as those where we can. And so we do health and fitness, and what we're trying to do now is to actually get our own fitness center. inside our center, where women can come in and they can feel more comfortable about, especially some of us who have a little weight on us. I'll say little weight, but we all know if you look at me, it's a lot of weight. And so and so we want to be able to comfortably go to the gym and start working out and not feel so bad about how we look. And so I think that's going to be a win-win for all of us, because we'll be getting healthy, we'll be able to work harder at it, and then we're amongst ourselves. We're collaborating with each other. We're competing with each other. We're helping each other peer to peer. So I look forward to that, along with continued Zumba and then dance fitness also. And then we have coming up in April, we actually have the Money Smart coming up. I don't want to forget that. Money Smart month is in April. And so we want to make sure that we get the information out to others about Money Smart. And this is a national initiative. It's never too late to learn. And then hashtag Money Matters. We still need to teach adults even about saving, because people say they don't have money to save. They're meeting, just barely meeting ends, but there's still that little process of trying to save something, not just for a rainy day, but because when you spend your money, then you don't have any. So learning how to basically save, learning how to share what you learn with younger people about finances, about helping them to understand that, materialistic things are not really that important when you have so many other things that you need to do with your money. That includes learning how to invest it, learning how to save it, and how to spend wisely. So Money Smart is coming up on Saturday, April the 20th. And then it will be at the National Women Veterans United Center, the Women Veterans Center, located at 7907 South Racine in Chicago. You can RSVP at 872-731-2150, or you can email us at nwvu.org@gmail.com. So we're looking forward to that. Please, if you know any women veterans, let them know that that is going on. Money Smart, peer-to-peer support, emergency services. Let them know about the dental program coming up. We also are starting up our book club again. Let them know about the book club that we have. Just tell them to call our center, period. We have a lot of things going on, and we are so proud that we are the only women veteran center in the state of Illinois. And so the other big thing is, that, and we're not a black organization. We are comprising of all different races, as well as enlisted and officers and enlisted, every branch of service, war era, peacetime. So, we're that collaborative group that has everybody in it, all branches. So no matter what branch you served in, what era, when you come to our organization, you're always going to be able to match up with someone that you'll be happy to learn more, not only just about them, but about what we do at the center. And the greatest thing that I want to say is that we're looking forward to, because we're not a black organization, but the Women's Black Expo is coming up April the 12th through the 13th. We will have a booth there. We are looking forward to it. This will be the first time we have a booth there. It won't be the first time that we've had a conversation about women veterans issues in one of the conference rooms, and we're looking forward to that. So next month we won't be here to tell you about it, because we would have done it already. So we want to make sure that you know that we will be at the Black Expo, and that's April the 12th through the 14th. So we'll be there that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Look for our booth, support it. There's a lot of wealth of information there. Looking forward to it, looking forward to recruiting other women. When we say recruiting, they get scared. But when we say recruiting, we mean to join the organization, because we're one of the best organizations out here. There are other organizations out here, not many, but a few. Everybody's doing something different, but one thing for sure, we're all advocating for veterans and their families. And that's the great thing about our peer-to-peer model. And so we give a shout out to all of those who have served, all of those who are still wearing the uniform, and their families. Let's not forget the families. Let's not forget the Gold Star families. Let's not forget those who are injured and who basically don't have a way of getting around to the circles of veterans organizations. Let's remember them. Support the organizations. Support the Paralyzed Veterans of America, because they're doing some amazing things and some groups like that as well. And so we are out of time. You don't have time to give us a call, but certainly we look forward to seeing you in April, but it will be afterwards. But it will be time for our Money Smart event also, and we'll remind you of that. And remember, we're located at 7907 South Racine, and our telephone number is 872-731-2150, and you can reach us by email nwvu.org@gmail.com. Please go to our website at www.nwvu.org, and you'll find more information there, not necessarily about our organization, but about healthy eating, healthy subjects about healthcare and things of that nature, other events that are going on in the community, and then things about the Jesse Brown Medical Center, Hines VA. Please, just follow all of those things, so that even if you're not a veteran, you're the carrier of information that can help veterans. Again, my name is Rochelle Crump. I'm president and founder of the National Women Veterans United. Want to give a shout out to our association chair, Letty Butler, who was waiting on your call. But next month, we look forward to having some calls for you to give us a shout out to some veterans. It's always a good thing to shout out to veterans. So we look forward to seeing you next month, and thank you for watching CAN TV.